Welcome back to another episode of Shabbat Shmooze. This week's parsha is Parshat Tetzaveh. I took away an amazing message, an amazing lesson from the brothers Moshe and Aharon, and this is something that I think, especially in today's day and age, with all the craziness going on in the world, every one of us can really learn so much from this concept. So it talks about how for 60 years, through the darkest hours of the hardest servitude through Mitzrayim, it was really Aaron HaKohen who guided and helped and empowered Bnei Israel, giving them strength and chizuk to get through those challenging days and challenging years. It wasn't Moshe. But at the very last minute, right as they were about to be redeemed with miracles and wonders, suddenly the title of Redeemer of Egypt goes to Moshe, Aaron's younger brother. One would imagine that Aaron is clearly going to be very jealous and he's going to feel slighted. It's not fair. He put in all the legwork. He put in all those hours. He did everything. And suddenly it's Moshe that gets to redeem Bnei Israel. But the Midrash tells us that not only was he not jealous and not upset, he was genuinely, wholeheartedly so happy for his younger brother. He rejoiced with all his heart. Then later on in the parsha, it talks about the Mishkan. And it talks about how right before the big event of the inauguration of the Mishkan, Moshe was acting as a Kohen Gadol, almost like rehearsals to prepare the Kohanim with what they have to do and all the korbanot to gear them up for the grand inauguration of the Mishkan, the big day, the big event. And at the very last minute, we would think Moshe Rabbeinu has been already practicing as Kohen Gadol for all these days. Right at the last minute, that title went to Aaron. Moshe anointed Aaron, his older brother, to be the Kohen Gadol. Now, we all learn so much from these stories, but the pasuk Hine Matov Umanayim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. It is so beautiful to see two brothers who might feel like that's my title. I should get that honor. That should be my kavod. They didn't feel that way towards each other. They felt genuine, wholehearted, deep rejoicing and love for the other's success. And as each one rose to his greatness, the other one was not feeling jealous or slighted. He was so happy. And I think this is something that every single one of us can take away from this week's parsha. So let's create the midah of the week. Let's work so hard, especially with our brothers and sisters in Klal Yisrael, not to feel jealous of one another, because ultimately Hashem knows who deserves what title, who gets what badge, who gets what honor, whose role is what. Let's just be very, very happy for one another. And just as the pasuk says, let's rejoice genuinely for our brothers as they rise to greatness. Even if we felt like that's our title, that's my hard work, those are my hours that I put into this project. So let's hope that Bezrat Hashem this week, as a result of us working a little bit on our achdut and our love for one another, it should be enough to Bezrat Hashem create the third and final Beit HaMikdash and bring us a state of total love and acceptance of one another with unity and respect for all. Shabbat Shalom.